When I stand before you today, I want you to feel the fire in these words, because this is not just another message. It's a reminder, a wake-up call. The topic we're stepping into is empowered women, empower the world. Let me tell you, when you empower a woman, you don't just lift her, you lift her family, her community, and generations yet to come. You shift the atmosphere, build nations. And today, I want you to walk away with 4 truths that will not only inspire you, but ignite you to take action. True empowerment begins with self-belief. Empowered women create empowered communities. Empowerment is not given, it is claimed. An empowered woman transforms adversity into opportunity. Now let's lean into the first truth. True empowerment begins with self-belief. See, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will be able to convince you of your worth. Too many times society has tried to label women, confine women, tell them what they can or cannot do. But here's the truth. When you look in the mirror and choose to see strength instead of weakness, potential instead of limitation, you begin to write your own story. Self-belief is the foundation upon which every dream is built. Without it, you can have talent, resources, opportunities, but they'll slip through your hands because doubt will always whisper louder than faith. Think about the women who changed history. Harriet Tubman, Malala Yousafzai, Rosa Parks, Marie Curie. None of them started with the world cheering them on. They started with a vision inside their hearts and the belief that they could make a difference. Self-belief gives you the courage to stand up when the world says sit down. It gives you the fire to keep moving when every door seems closed. And it gives you the clarity to see that your worth isn't defined by a paycheck, a title, or someone else's approval, but by the God-given purpose inside of you. When a woman believes in herself, she doesn't just walk differently, she talks differently, she carries herself with dignity, she sets standards that can't be compromised. She teaches her daughters that they are enough. She shows her sons what respect looks like, and she makes her community stronger just by refusing to shrink. So hear me today, empowerment starts within. No one can hand it to you wrapped in a box. It's not bought, borrowed, or begged for. It's claimed by standing in your truth and saying, I am worthy, I am capable, I am powerful. And once that belief takes root, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stop the ripple effect of your influence. Because when one woman believes in herself, the world begins to believe in what's possible. Empowered women create empowered communities. When one rises, all rise. And that is the heartbeat of true empowerment. Empowerment is not given, it is claimed. No one will hand you your crown. You must step up and wear it with pride. An empowered woman transforms adversity into opportunity. What was meant to break you becomes the very fire that builds you. Let me tell you something. You cannot empower a woman and not expect the ripple effect to shake the ground beneath her feet. When a woman rises, she doesn't rise alone. She brings her children with her family with her community with her. That's the beauty of true empowerment. It's contagious. It spreads. It multiplies. It plants seeds that grow into forests of change. Think about it. A mother who believes in her worth raises children who understand theirs. A teacher who embraces her power instills courage in a classroom full of future leaders. A woman who starts a business doesn't just build wealth. She creates jobs, opportunities, and hope for others. Empowered women don't just shine their own light. They hand out matches so others can spark their flame too. See, the world has tried to convince us that empowerment is a selfish act, that it's about one person climbing to the top. But no, real empowerment is about lifting as you climb, about holding the door open for the one behind you. It's about saying, if I can do it, so can you. That's legacy, that's leadership, that's impact. Look around history and you'll see it. Women like Mother Teresa, who didn't just care for one, she cared for thousands. Women like Maya Angelou, who didn't just write for herself, she gave words to the voiceless. Or even the women in our own neighborhoods who fight quietly every day to put food on the table, send their children to school, and break cycles of poverty. They may never make the news, but they are the backbone of communities. They are the ones building foundations strong enough to carry generations. And here's the truth. You can't silence empowered women because they don't speak only for themselves. They speak for the ones who can't. They fight for the ones who are weary. They lift those who are too tired to stand. That's the power of community. That's the power of women walking in strength. So let me challenge you, Don. Just rise for yourself, rise for your sisters, your daughters, your neighbors. Because when women come together, when they link arms and walk in unity, They don't just change a street or a city, they change the world. And when one rises, all rise, and that is the heartbeat of true empowerment. Listen closely. Too many people are sitting around waiting for someone to open the door for them, waiting for someone to give them permission, waiting for society, for family, for culture to say, now you can rise. But empowerment doesn't work like that. Nobody is going to hand it to you with a ribbon tied around it. Nobody is going to walk up to you and say, here's your power, take it. No, power is not a gift. Power is a decision. You've got to claim it. You've got to stand up and say, this belongs to me. You don't wait for opportunity, you create it. You don't wait for respect, you demand it by the way you carry yourself. You don't wait for your voice to be heard, you raise it until silence is no longer an option. See, history has shown us something. Every woman who changed the world had to claim her space in it. She wasn't invited, she wasn't given the red carpet. She walked in anyway, she claimed her ground. From Sojourner Truth standing up and declaring, ain't I a woman? To women today breaking barriers in science, politics, education, and business, it all starts with a bold claim, I am here, I belong here, and I will not shrink back. And I know claiming empowerment isn't easy. It means going against voices that say, sit down. It means pushing past the fear that whispers, Pa, you're not ready. It means refusing to live small when you were created for something greater. But let me tell you this, empowerment claimed is empowerment that can never be taken away. Because when you choose it, when you own it, when you stand on it, no system, no person, no circumstance can strip it from you. Think of it like this. If you wait for others to give you empowerment, they can take it back just as quickly. But if you claim it for yourself, it's yours, it's rooted in your soul, it's anchored in your faith, it's tied to your purpose. And that kind of empowerment doesn't shake, doesn't bend, doesn't break. This is not about arrogance, it's about assurance. It's about walking with your head high, knowing who you are and what you bring to the table. It's about understanding that you don't have to beg for a seat. You can build your own table if necessary. And when you build it, you invite others to sit down and eat with you. So today I say, stop waiting, stop hesitating, stop asking for approval to be powerful. The crown is not going to be placed on your head by somebody else. You've got to reach for it, put it on, and wear it with pride. No one will hand you your crown. You must step up and wear it with pride. Now hear me. Life is not going to hand you smooth roads and easy days. Every empowered woman I've ever seen rise to greatness has had to walk through storms, through valleys, through trials that could have broken her. But here's the difference. She didn't let the adversity define her. She used it. She took the very thing that was meant to knock her down and turned it into the reason she stood taller. Adversity is not your enemy. It's your training ground. It teaches you resilience. It shows you how strong you really are. Diamonds don't form without pressure, and warriors don't rise without battles. The empowered woman understands that every challenge is a classroom, every failure is a lesson, and every setback is an invitation to a comeback. Think about it. How many stories have we heard of women who came from nothing, faced rejection, endured heartbreak, but still rose? J.K. Rowling was rejected again and again before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Oprah Winfrey came from hardship, pain, and countless obstacles, yet she became one of the most influential voices of our time. Malala was attacked for seeking education, but her voice grew louder and stronger, shaking the world awake. These women didn't just survive adversity, they transformed it into fuel. They saw opportunity where others saw endings. They turned wounds into wisdom, pain into purpose, and obstacles into open doors. That's empowerment. It's not about avoiding hard times, it's about refusing to let them break you. And let's bring it home. Maybe your adversity doesn't make headlines. Maybe it's the struggle of raising children alone. Maybe it's the battle of being underestimated at work. Maybe it's fighting through self-doubt, poverty, or rejection. Whatever your storm is, know this. Inside that adversity lies the seed of opportunity. The question is, will you let it bury you, or will you let it grow you? See, the empowered woman doesn't ask, why me? She asks, what can I learn? How can I grow? How can I use this to build something better? That shift in mindset turns roadblocks into stepping stones and pain into a platform. So let me declare it. You are not defined by what you've been through. You are refined by it. The fire was not sent to consume you. It was sent to shape you, to prepare you, to remind you that you were made for more. And when you rise out of the ashes, you don't rise empty. You rise carrying wisdom, strength, and a testimony that lights the way for others. What was meant to break you becomes the very fire that builds you.